Hey guys, it's Andrew and welcome back to my channel. So Miss Universe has come and went. We have a brand new queen and it is time to recap our Miss Universe 2024 pageant. This year's recap is going to be a little bit different. I've compiled a pros and cons list, so it's not going to be as in-depth. I'm really going to focus on what I liked, what I didn't like, and we're going to go from there. I'll still give you guys the results. I'll let you know. So spoiler alert, if you do not want any spoilers, stop watching, I guess. All right, well, let's get into it. So this year's pageant had so much potential to be great, but unfortunately, I think it kind of missed the mark a little bit. Nothing to do with the contestants. The contestants were all great. They represented their countries beautifully. This is mainly focusing on the production of the pageant, which most of you pageant fans know was kind of lackluster this year. So let's start with the cons. There were a ton of contestants this year, a record number of 125 delegates competing for the title. And I think this created a lot of confusion. There was so many girls around, so many. And I think it pulled from the production value, because having to focus on a group that big, they weren't allowed to do things that they have done in the past. When they were doing the top 30 announcement, they couldn't kind of weave in and out of the girls on stage to get genuine reaction shot. We kind of just got like a wide side view of the stage. It's a little too much. 30 placements I think was a bit too many as well. I love the fact that 30 women got to place this year, but also it was really hard to keep track of them. And as you're watching the first round of competition, it's like, oh, I forgot she made it. It was a lot. In preliminaries and on social media, they were promoting that these 4 continental queens would be given a spot in the top 30 as well as a fan vote. So when they called the top 30, they announced which delegate was the fan vote winner, but they didn't announce who the continental queens were. And also, after the fact, they announced that the top 40 queens were the queens who got the highest social engagement, which I guess isn't the same as a fan vote, but how were they measuring that social engagement? Was it based off of likes or posting, or I don't know. I'm sure it was based off of something, but it kind of just seems like another fan vote in my mind. I'll go over the continental queens at the end too. And then my final con was just, it was an overall messy production. There were times that there was nobody on screen. They were just showing an empty stage, and you would hear Olivia and Mario speaking, our hosts, but you wouldn't see them. And as the night went on and they would show them, they didn't look like they were having a good time. There was issues with Venezuela's translator when we got to the top 5 final question. It was overall subpar and a little messy. All right, for the pros, we had an amazing host country of Mexico. They were in Mexico City. They got to travel and see the beauty that Mexico has to offer. And this year I like that they went early. Like in past years, they would go the week before, but I believe the contestants were there for over 2 weeks to enjoy and compete, similar to Miss Universe of the early 2000s, and I'm sure even before that. And I really feel like that's kind of the direction that Anne and her organization are trying to get Miss Universe back to get it to be this aspiring title that many young women should aspire to be. And I hope it gets there. And I think it's certainly on the right path, and she has the resources to get it there. So it is exciting to see a country so excited to have the pageant. So while the production was kind of lackluster, the stage was beautiful. I didn't think we got to see the full effect of the stage, but the stage itself was so cool, and I think it had a lot of potential to be great. So another pro was Zuri and Catriona with the commentary and Roku live extra interviews that they got to do if you watched on Roku. It was just so refreshing to see their upbeat personalities. Looked like they were having so much fun back there. I wanted to join them. I was like, can I get that gig next year? And my final pro is our eventual winner, who I will tell you about very soon. So like I said before, this year's competition had top 30 finalists, and they were France, India, Serbia, Vietnam, Puerto Rico, Nigeria, Canada, Cuba, China, Japan, Egypt, Mexico, Argentina, Thailand, Peru, Macau, Philippines, Ecuador, Bolivia, Russia, Aruba, Finland, Dominican Republic, Cambodia, Nicaragua, Denmark, Venezuela, Zimbabwe, and Chile. And Chile was the fan vote. So the top 30 did the swimsuit competition and standard. All right, on to the top 12. Bolivia, Mexico, Venezuela, Argentina, Puerto Rico, Nigeria, Russia, Chile, Thailand, Denmark, Canada, and Peru. So the top 12 moved on to evening gown, had some great evening gowns. My personal favorite was our winner. Again, I won't spoil it until the very end, but I loved her dress. It was very, very pretty. So then we move on to our top 5. Nigeria, Mexico, Denmark, Thailand, Venezuela. The top 5 competed in 2 question rounds. The first round, they all got different questions from the judges, and the second round, they all answered the same question. They all did pretty well. Nobody stumbled, nobody floundered. I do think that Thailand and Nigeria delivered the best overall answers. Denmark also had such a great energy and gave some really powerful answer. There was something about the way she spoke that was captivating. So before the winner announcement, they did announce the prizes, where she'll be traveling, get a watch, the crown, the sash. You will be traveling around the world for the year. A new prize that they did announce that's really exciting is a Miss Universe travel show hosted by the new winner. And I'm really excited about that. I love watching Miss Universe content, and I'll definitely review that on this channel if it's free and available and I can find it and if it actually happens. A lot of ifs there, but I'm ready for it when it happens. So Shaynace took her final walk as Miss Universe 2023. It was very dark. I believe the dress was meant to light up. She posted photos on Instagram afterwards of the dress kind of lighting up. So I think that's the effect they were going for, because it started on her with light and then it just kind of dimmed. I was like, do they know that she's in the dark and we can't see her? But I still think it was too bright on the stage for us to see the effect that they were going for. So I think that's why her final walk was in the dark. Anyways, on to the crowning. So the 4th runner-up was Venezuela. The 3rd runner-up is Thailand. The 2nd runner-up is Mexico, leaving Nigeria and Denmark as the top 2. And the 1st runner-up ends up being Nigeria, which means that Miss Universe is Miss Denmark, Victoria Pageant. I believe that's how it's pronounced. This is Denmark's first Miss Universe crown, and I believe this is the highest placement for Nigeria. So either way, it would have been a great winner and exciting. I love when a new country wins for the first time, and she really gets to set the bar for what a Miss Universe from her country is. So I'm excited to follow her throughout her year. I think she is beautiful. She seemed like she had such a fun, excited personality, and just by following the social media leading up to the competition, she was a standout. She always looked like she was having a good time, and it really, really looked like that she was just so happy to be there and so grateful to win the crown. I mentioned the Continental Queens. So the Continental Queens were finalists that were placed in the top 30 based off of having the highest social engagement. So Continental Queens were for 4 regions. So Miss Universe Africa and Oceania is Nigeria. Miss Universe Asia is Philippines. Miss Universe Europe and Middle East is Finland. And Miss Universe Americas is Peru. I didn't find anything listed online what their actual duties are going to be as the Continental Queens, or if it's more just like an award, like you're the Continental Queen for this year, congratulations. So yeah, we'll see. Well, that's a wrap on Miss Universe 2024. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Remember to hit subscribe. I will be making a episode review series on this Miss Universe travel show, so definitely subscribe so you can check that out. And leave me a comment down below. What did you think of Miss Universe 2024? And follow me on all my social medias, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!